Hello friends, hello everyone. Welcome back to another session with me, Sanyukta Saxena, certified Zentangle teacher. And today's session, like we do in all other previous sessions, we'll be learning a Zentangle original pattern, yes, and draw a tile along with that pattern and a few more tangles to go along with it, right? So in case you had a look on my Facebook page, the tangle that we'll be learning today is called Drupe. Again, very similar to a tangle that we already learned recently, that is fracas. In a way it is fracas upside down, or probably just you change the direction of the curves and it becomes drupe. So we'll learn how to draw the basic pattern and then see how do we use it in a tile, right? So the basic pattern drupe starts with again the same way like the pattern fracas. So I'm going to draw these lines intersecting each other at one point, and then I'm going to aura each of these sections just the way I do for fracas. Right, so V shapes in each of these sections, adding an aura. Like this. And the next step is to, instead of a C shape like we did with the pattern fracas, it's an inverted C and a double line. And they are not parallel lines, they are kind of curved like we draw in bunzo, and they are meeting at the ends like this. So slight difference. In fracas we draw lines almost running parallel to each other. These are C shaped but reverse C, and they are connected with each other at the ends, right? So half moon kind of shapes probably, right? Again the same exercise, just the way we draw in bunzo, consecutive C shapes, but they are not all connected with each other, they are connected in pairs. Like this, right? So we continue this till we want to. So very old, one of these Zentangle originals. These patterns have a special quality of having very repetitive strokes and very elementary strokes, right? So the third step is to add these edge marks, just like we do in petals or leaves, right? So we can do it for all like this, right? And the fourth and the last step is to ink this section either completely or leave a highlight, or you can add a highlight with your white chalk the way you wish to, right? So you can either completely ink it black, or you can leave a highlight in between, entirely up to you. So we ink it like this, all the sections, right? Like this. And how do we generally shade the pattern drupe? You can either add shading under these lines, under these curved C shapes, or you can add it along these lines. Both ways it looks nice. You can also do both if you have enough spaces. If the spaces are small, I would advise go with one. So you can blend on both sides and leave a highlight, right? And you can blend under, so it looks like a shadow, right? This is the way we generally shade it. Let me show you a few tiles, as I always do, to give you some idea about how can you use the tile, the pattern. So this is drupe in its most basic form. This is the teaser that I posted with changing and some crescent moon to go along. So you can see how the edge marks and how I have completely inked with the highlight, right? Another very simple use of drupe. This is half of drupe, right? Along with a few more border tangles. This is again I posted recently on my Insta. Drupe half and half is nice, right? This is again drupe, then transiting into betweed and some mochas, the dividers, right? So how can you generally play with drupe is to play with these dividers or to play with these auras in betweens, the way I did. You have spaces. Instead of edge marks, I put some other pattern, right? So you can add other patterns also. And this is again using a part of the drupe and few other tangles to go along, right? So just experiment, play around, try new things, and today we'll draw a tile together with the pattern drupe and a few more tangles. So let us start. So I'm going to draw a reference line in between like this, right? And I'm going to start with the pattern gorgeous, right? So I'm starting here with the pattern gorgeous using my pen since I need to be inking. You can also use a graphic or a 08. Right, so this is an apprentice size tile, bigger than the regular 3.5. Right, again drawing the pattern gorgeous here. We already learned. I'm doing away with one of the auras here. You can add one aura in between also. Right, again you can draw gorgeous in so many different ways. You like a particular shape, please go ahead. I am trying to give it a kind of an onion shape, which generally has. Right, so just take your time, go slow, give it a shape of your choice. No hard and fast rules how it is supposed to be looking. Right, so I'm going to ink these sections now, each of these sections, right? So you can see here I have inked all the section. I am going to do the same thing on the other side also. So start from here, so I have just turned around my tile and then going to add one more gorgeous on the same lines on the other side also, right? So two gorgeous sitting over each other. Again, probably one more. Yeah, and then couple from this side. So don't bother much about the shape, you can give it your own shape, whatever you like, right? So again I am going to ink all these sections. And get back to you. So this is how our gorgeous looks like after inking. So two onions sitting on each other probably. So now I'm going to pick up my O1 and start introducing other tangles, the first one being drupe. So drawing some lines emanating from the center section, right, and then going to add the aura. Right, so I'll pick up my pen only, I think. Yeah. So I think that's about the space. So we can, if you wish, add here. Right. So next step, as we already learnt, is to introduce these reverse curve, reverse C shapes, tangle pattern drupe here, right? Again the same exercise, a little bit of drawing behind, right? So take your time, go slow. If you want, you can add a hidden one here also. Again, right? So that's about drupe. And then we ink these sections. If you want, you may not ink it, or you may ink with a highlight. You may add orbs inside the section. Just explore, play around. This is generally the look of the pattern in its original form. So we ink it with a highlight like this, right? So I'll do exactly the same for the rest.